2422.
Excellent. Can we get a call back? Because there's like 12 apartments on the third floor.
10-4. Boy, Fosco Park's going to give you 14943. 14943. Okay, 1451 and 1452. Just sent you a message if you can read it, please. All right, 2422. Now he says he no longer needs the police.
22. Yeah, you can make this 5 Paul then.
All right. While I have you, can you check a noise disturbance? 2040 on Birchwood, number 3. The neighbor's music is too loud. Okay, there you go. Good morning. We have 2 for you. We're hoping that your box is 24 as well.
Glad note.
Oh, okay, it's not tonight. Okay, thank you, 10-4. Somewhat clear. I'm seen without a code.
10-4.
Foster, okay? West on Roscoe. Callers calling about a silver 4-door Nissan Central Park at fire hydrant.
10-4.
17, you said?
17.
Okay, 1225 Robert. He's in ER room 17. Back to the scene, okay. And just for our information, who relieved you?
Alright, 10-4. Robert.
Okay, great, thanks. 4454 Magnolia.
6-1 Adam, 19 Park Avenue, Southeast of Showstone.
6-1 out so far. 772.
But we're in 17. We're gonna end up doing a transport over to 16 with 2. Hold us down on that. We'll let you know when we're leaving.
10-4. $1245-1245 for info. So 4. 772, are those the 2 you're grabbing?
Negative squad, that's a different 2.
Okay, I'll make you a ticket.
Simple, thanks. The subject asked for an ambulance. He was not feeling well. So it was the ambulance that actually took him to the Trojan.
Oh, okay then, so we'll just cancel this wheelchair transport. 10-4, thanks.
Not a problem.
Yep, we don't need him no more than. 10-4. This came over as info for the police for the units in Zone 37 and Archer, 37 and Archer. Female caller saying that people are driving around a parking lot with their hood up and she's concerned someone may get injured. 10-4.
31st Street.
Okay, it went right to voicemail. I would be surprised if he's calling again because he's called like 4 times. You know, the last call that he called in about, he gave an address of 6416 Oakley. I don't know if that's a business or his home address.
Hello.
10-4.
You got a speed of occurrence for 10148 South Wentworth.
Yeah, he says he just called back again and saying he's still looking for you. He's standing outside 6416 North Oakley.
Robert.
2431 Robert.
We got a call back. No one's answering the buzzer.
10-4.
This is out here. They haven't seen anything.
Who was given a slowdown for the battery in progress, Malden and Magnolia, 25. 3 different callers, so I don't know who those witnesses are.
We're here right now and we don't see anything in this, so.
Alright, it's a burglar alarm, 4626 Magnolia over there too. Alright, I got a battery in progress, Sunnyside and Magnolia coming up. Or Mr. Rob, 6 guys getting into a fight.
12-10-4.
It's coming down.
10-4. Robert.
1311, good morning.
Morning squad, waiting for my connection to turn on, but I'll be heading to 3100 South.
10-4.
Robert, have a battery victim at the UIC, 1740 West Taylor. Victim of Yuntang Wang, Asian male, approximately 19 years old. Says he was walking into the ER, has a cut across the forehead. He's in good condition. Says it's possibly domestic related. Nurse said his history sounded fishy. And the history at this location showing that an RD number's already been pulled for the same unit at 2124 hours under John Charlie 130916. Not sure if it's going to be all the same incident, if you could just slide by.
Alright, 1311 spawning, 10-4.
Robert. 2-3 Robert. 2-3 Robert. Traffic stop, 51st and Maple. 9 Officer Sam. Squad 1 round, 4808 South Winchester. Looks like front yard. 10-4, 931 Robert.
31 Robert.
You head to the shot spotter, 4808 South Winchester, 1 round in the front.
10-4.
Units to 9 Mount City, where I got one round from the shot spot of 4808 South Manchester. In the front, nothing further. Zone 13 clear.
2015 white Jeep Grand Cherokee with black rims. Plate of 377-8583. It was just stolen out of the gas station. It's reported under RD John Charlie 130925, Zone 3 radio clear.
Thanks, bud.
It was coming from the block. That's all the tickets we had.
What was the plate on that Jeep, bud?
The plate, it's 377-8583. And again, it's on a white 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee with black rims. Has no directional plate, but it was taken from Grand and Ashland, the gas station.
1011, Robert, not doing anything. Can you please have him come to the station real quick? Alright, 1011, Robert. Robert. Mark at 11, Robert.
981.
Traffic stop 29 in Westport.
7th floor.
900 actually, I'm on Winchester.
10th floor.
Mark at 21, Robert. Hello, Supervisor, no, we have a bona fide missing, 13-year-old. Last name Wilson, first name Armani. Date of birth 11th September 05. Last seen wearing pajamas, black North Face. She's 5'6", 105 pounds, and maybe you can send 11 district car. She said she thinks she's at the cousin's house at 219 North Sacramento.
For me.
Yeah, that guy's in front here.
10th floor.
Was that 12th district address? He said it's the address of the cousin's house. 11th district, it's 219 North Sacramento. Up about 200 north, it'd be in 12th.
One boy.
Traffic stop 4167, Milwaukee.
10th floor.
Alright, 10 Robert. 10 Robert. Take the notification for 21 Robert's missing, 13-year-old female. Okay, squad, that's anything.
21 Robert. Go ahead.
Better make 372770.
10th floor.
1732 Robert.
Is that 733 Robert?
13 Robert. Traffic stop Lawrence and Bernard.
Lawrence, Bernard, 2 stops, 10th floor.
Alright, 10-4.
$24.53 Robert.
2453 Robert.
Can you go relieve 2424 at 6423 Kedzie? I think they said they're in the front. They said they're waiting for the ET. There's several ETs on the scene though, so hopefully it won't be long.
South Financial, place, apartment 2509, for blood splatter.
Okay, and the detective's been notified on this?
B-R-E-I-D
And that was E-R-E-I-D-I-S. That's the detective's name?
I'm sorry, correction. T-R-E-I-D-I-S. And the star is 20161.
Okay, he's asking for the ET to respond?
Yes.
Okay, you have a condition on your victim?
Condition is unknown right now. We have enough units going to the hospital and relay the information back.
Okay, and you just need pictures of the blood spatter?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Who's sitting on the crime scene?
123.
That's 4. And so we don't know if this is life-threatening injuries or not to this victim?
Not at this point, no.
10 Robert, good morning, and we just want to let you know we're taking the backlog out. The plan is still in, but we don't have the backlog at this minute.
All right, thank you.
Is 2451 Robert?
The 806 Adam?
This is Bush Squad. I'm trying to order the Holy Cross Hospital for one of those vendors to get fingerprints.
Hold you on the 6427 Artesian commercial van illegally parked on the residential street.
Go ahead. A couple Parker, 23 of the same seat.
One five.
And what's his name?
His first name is Miguel, how he's spelling. Middle name is A as Adam. Last name will be Antunes, Adam, Nora, Tom, Union, Nora, Eddie, Zebra. UB of 26 January 1993.
Okay, and he's at Holy Cross, you say?
F for room number F.
F is in Frank?
Of course.
And that's in the ER at this time?
Of course.
Okay, I think I have everything, so push back.
Run for traffic commission on the beat.
10-4, it'll be on the box.
One Robert.
Good morning, sir. We can get to the beat. Assist the citizen at the Bubble Land, 3909 South Archer. Your female needs shelter.
Status traffic stop at Blunt and Paulina.
Blunt and Paulina, 10-4.
Report.
2024?
Can you hold us in 20? We're going to knock out the report.
10-4.
Are you all available?
My transport car over to 111 North and Kedzie, please. 1211 Robert. Head over to 111 North and Kedzie for 61 units, please, for transport.
They're going to take over from here, and we are clear.
Okay, thanks for your help.
Anytime. Have a good night.
You too.
Robert, 1053 over.
All citywide, sorry, citywide 3B3.
Target a domestic battery at 1857 Kaminsky, 1857 South Kaminsky. Thomas on the 2, fighting with the uncle. He wants to remove from the location. I got no further.
What?
6711 Charlie on zone 13.
1221 Robert, 1221 Robert.
1221 Robert.
1221 Robert, if you could support request. Take a ride to 219 North Sacramento. 219 North Sacramento. This is for beat 1021 Robert. Asking if you could check for a missing name of Marmoni Wilson, who ran away from her home, might have gone to this location. She's a female, black, 13 years old, and she left out of the house last seen wearing pajamas.
10-4. 35 Robert.
35 Robert.
Do you know the location of the Domino's driver? Because we're over at 52 Atlanta right now.
No idea, that's just the address they gave us.
Call back, please.
Sure. Robert.
One in custody.
One in custody at 2236.
10 Robert.
10 Robert.
I got him at 52, about 40 on that street.
5240 on Salina, 10-4.
Yeah, I recorded that one out, down to 19 call.
Okay, thanks. Good morning.
1032 Robert. 1033 Robert. 54 from last and traffic stop.
Suffolk.
One Robert.
921 Robert.
3 Robert.
633 before you head to Grace. I got another one on the beat. It's coming in as a criminal trespass in progress. 5858 West Staken. 5858 West Staken on the 1. Callers said there are a group of kids trespassing in the vacant apartment playing loud music and smoking marijuana.
10-4.
2237.
1261 boy.
1261 boy.
Good David.
10-4.
Taken from this robbery is all the pizzas, actually. No money, no other proceeds. And they displayed, he wasn't sure if it was a real gun or not, but he gave them the pizzas.
10-4.
President Trump continuing to counterpunch Nancy Pelosi.
15-year-old suicidal, locked herself in the bathroom. She's attempted to cut herself before.
The president slamming the House Speaker for planning to go on an overseas trip during the government shutdown. And Pelosi's
More
office
calls
is
to
responding by
more
accusing
calls,
the White House
calls.
of leaking
Might
information
want to
about
set
the
one
classified
bar.
information, claiming it created a security risk that caused the trip to be stopped.
Okay.
The White House is pushing back, though, calling the charge, quote,
1233, Robert.
A sample on ground, please.
10-4.
Robert. Yes, crew numbers I checked dual being at 3452 Jackson, 3452 West Jackson, male caller on the cell phone on the first floor, stating that his mother wasn't right and needed an ambulance but wouldn't give any further information to CFD. There's somebody fussing in the background of the call. It looks like fire's not responding. I got no further.
The station, so I don't know if they're going to be there or not.
In the area, if they're not there, we'll just put it out.
Thank you.
Robert, 1241 Robert.
That's fine.
Robert.
Can you log off 42 yes, please?
We have a traffic stop at Roosevelt and Independence.
Well, a massive man
to run a plate, we don't have a box.
The 21-year-old gunman believed to
4170 Adam, go with the plate.
be a shooting spree there that left
Illinois
at
plate,
least 5
Adam,
people dead.
Zebra,
Officials say it happened this morning in 2 separate
9006.
parishes, Livingston and a St.
Robertson, 1235 Robert.
New Orleans. The shootings
Five,
are
Robert.
believed to be connected.
1235 Robert.
The suspect's parents.
Need you to start heading over to a suspicious person at 1111 South Ashland. 1111 South Ashland, apartment 102. Dorothy Jackson says unknown male returned, now trying to climb through her window. Complainant's not sure if she's in unit 102 or 104. What unit? 1941 third watch.
2006 Frank.
2006 Frank.
DL comes back valid to last name BYUN, 5900 North Sheridan, apartment 5F. It's clear.
Alright, 1040, clear me nice, thank you.
Okay. Are you 99?
No, it's 10-4, it's just our computer don't work.
Okay.
900 X-ray.
900 X-ray.
I stopped by the Domino's. Apparently they were in a hurry to rob this guy because they called back asking where their pizza was, but I tried both numbers and they're no good, so show me clear.
That's fine.
Going through shorts arriving at the station.
2242, 2242.
31 Robert, 1131. Units living in Citywide getting a robbery just occurred. Roosevelt and Keeler at the Food and Deli. Deron Davis robbed at gunpoint. Says 3 young male black offenders were in the hallway of the cigarette house of Roosevelt and Costner. Yeah, the female friend that keeps calling him saying that these same men robbed her too. I've got no further 11th District zone time. That's unit trying to come in. I keep all that person sitting underneath the viaduct and the cars with the hoods up driving around.
10 for thanks.
On Kaminsky, 1857 South Kaminsky.
Yeah. Alright, what do we have over there?
You kiss back.
I have a man that needs to go to the hospital. 2-4.
Please trust in gas on your side. Official.
10-4.
Little 11-12.
Okay, start to 0498.
That's done.
David, can you throw that Roosevelt killer job on our box?
1067, David, 10-4.
2461 Adam.
We've got traffic stop at 2040 West Hood.
2040 West Hood, 10-4.
1023 Robert, 1023 Robert.
10-4, what's the next one?
869994.
10-4.
1222, we're clear.
10-4.
Placed in custody.
Hold on, we're going to have to look through their ticket 1 second. Taylor, ship is suspicious auto occupants, Irving and Cumberland and Irving Park. It's a black Mazda, plate of 94942, Frank left in the middle of the median, no lights, doors unlocked.
You're coming up, I was talking 1857 Kaminsky, 53 Robert, just asking for one car only, in the alley. Hold us down 50 citizens of Kesey and Hirsch from Armitage, California.
10-4. 2031 Robert, 10-4. Is 2246.
Hold there until we have 53 Robert, a car in the alley, 1853 South Kaminsky. So it's going to Soldier Room 17 to pick up some inventory.
10-4.
452.
Can you put us on lunch at 1517 West Taylor?
And on 3729 Magnolia, and he hasn't meet me on the rear of the vehicle that he's talking about.
Yes, bye.
Robbed that gunpoint and said that it was 3 young male blacks. One of them brandished a black revolver. The one that did it was going to wear a black coat, red pants, but went on towards Poland, sold $2 from him. 2405.
2405.
I'm on Farwell and Rich. I got weighed down. Seems like there's like just some dispute between a lady and her boyfriend. I'm 99. Could I just get just another unit? I'm okay right now, just in case.
Is there another unit that can help out 2405 Farwell and Ridge on a disturbance, Farwell and Ridge?
411.
There's a couple units. Who said they were going to be on the way? Okay, 13 Robert, I'll show you on the way. 2411, were you 2411 Robert, were you trying to come in?
Afternoon, squad.
Good afternoon.
248.
Wow.
Robert.
2410 Robert.
Morning. Can you hold me down going to meet the captain at Kentucky Crime Scene, please?
Good morning, 10-4.
I have no peace.
Okay, 10-4.
23 Robert on Marshall. Alright, 10-4.
1902615235. $24.33 Robert. Check the well-being clerk in Devon. Male is mumbling, thinks he's saying he's hurt. Something is wrong with his leg. He's out on the street. Hard to understand. I have no description and nothing further.
Hold it on that.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Hold it for this.
County Narcotics, Pulaski, and Jackson.
Alright, 10-4.
Ogden. Lincoln, Ogden, by the McDonald's. Julie says an older male black in the parking lot of the McDonald's grabbed the jacket of the complainant's niece and tried to get into the back seat of their car. The offender has tightly coiled hair, last seen wearing old brown leather jacket. Complainant will be in a white car by the bottom lounge, waiting to make a report.
10-4. Robert. 10-10 Robert, go ahead.
2-1 Robert, we're on this way.
Yeah, he's coming from gas. He said he's got his lights and the sirens on. 2006 Frank.
2006 Frank.
Traffic stop at 5626 North Broadway. Do you run an Illinois DL of Paul 556-66-06-0012?
10-4.
Right now,
Frank.
2006 Frank.
Comes that clear to a Porfirio Martinez Pena, 6153 North Levitt in Chicago.
Citywide, a person with a gun, 2623 West Montgomery, 2623 West Montgomery caller saying that there's people in the neighbor's backyard. Saw one with a gun and they're shooting. Nothing further. Zone 13 clear.
Sector. She can see the complaint regarding an auto theft just occurred. Grant and Damon. Female on the southwest corner. Flagged them down, asked them to call the police regarding her car was just stolen. The female white with a black wool pea coat. He was just a third-party caller that she asked to call the police. We don't have nothing further.
1232 Robert, short going over on Grand.
10-4.
Present.
432, Robert.
You can call in.
Yeah, I'll start calling him back. Across her yard.
And then she's got so April, Michelle's boss, having some issue about being stopped for the last 15 minutes.
You are. Yeah.
25 Robert. Still expecting up 23 Robert.
25 Robert, 10-4.
Already allowed. We're, you could close our event, our stop is done. She's left the scene.
21 Robert.
Yes, but you can do this out there in 69, put it on that person on the gun call, Starbeat anyways.
That's fine. Person is looking for has been there for a month. So, what is it that we should do with this ticket? She thinks one of the males lives at that location and is getting nothing further.
Or something. It says, taken was a white 2019 Subaru Forester Utility, plate of Boy Edward 48716. Says it was taken in between the 22:30 hours and 22:50 hours with the keys still inside the vehicle.
That plate again?
Boy Edward 48716 and a white 2019 Subaru Forester Utility.
Swap the radio taxi. We'll have to call them to the hospital.
Alright, 2472.
2023 Robert.
And then, I don't know if this is her friend calling for her because she's calling from 2748 Lemoyne, stating she's at 2003 West Grand.
That's Dave. We got Chris's contact over here. We're looking for him. I want to see if it's not related to the gas station. We're looking around, we don't see nobody. Cheers, Pete.
Yeah, we can call it back. Per the Spanish interpreter called us that he was walking eastbound on North, and a front seat passenger with a hood on and a black Honda Civic pulled out an AK-47, pointed it at him, and then went northbound on North Avenue. The driver was a male Hispanic, no plate info, nothing further. 25th District on Club Clear.
Call back to this over here.
Caltech, Blue Line Irving Park.
Okay, 1722.
Yeah, make a result over here on our station. Grand, we'll have anyone else.
Okay, we'll give him a call.
Q423 Robert.
3 Rob.
You still on the stop or are you clear?
People.
Okay, can I send you to a domestic? We already got a call on this earlier. We called the guy back on a callback, and he said he didn't need the police, but now he's calling back. 7545 Winchester, unit number 301 on the 3rd floor. Harold says he's having a dispute with his girlfriend, and he's very intoxicated.
10-4 squad, we'll go see if he wants the police this time. Job at the station, please.
10-4.
Thanks.
North Ridgeway. 2956 Ridgeway. Caller said he's going to be in front of the Great Chrysler 300. He was paying a bet he lost, and the guy pulled a gun on him. Robbed him. His name is Rondell, male Hispanic, 17 to 20 years old. Short, dark clothing, fled on foot, unknown direction, nothing further, 25th District on slow.
753 Robert.
5-3 Robert.
We'll give her a call.
Point there, too.
Alright, 10-4.
Got a voicemail on that callback. The Landon says the regular mail truck lady is not there. There's an elderly lady that's subbing for her, and the truck is still on Grace and Hermitage, haven't moved since this afternoon. And they last saw the person around 1700 hours on the 3600 block of Hermitage.
And then McDonald's is calling 4546 Kedzie, 4546 North Kedzie. Said there is a male Hispanic in his 40s or 50s in the bathroom refusing to leave. So they're closing, and the male is high on drugs, and he is known to get violent. Is there another car close? Take a ride on this disturbance at McDonald's, 4546 Kedzie.
We got it. Squad 4-5.
Okay, 10-4.
Robert. 1131 Robert.
1902 East.
Please have 15 Robert to stop by the station.
Stop at Clark and Elsie on this West Alley. We're good.
Clark and Albion in West Alley, 10-4.
Boy unit coming in.
One, can someone put the late cars in?
Check.
Thank you.
Alright, 23 on the clock.
Alright.
3-3 Robert.
2-3 Robert. Scott, Scott, do you have a callback? Can somebody let us know?
Semi. Okay, they should be up shortly. 2472 Robert.
22 Robert, we're just getting the vehicle, getting everything ready. We'll be inside in a minute.
Thanks.
Robert.
630 Robert.
1730 Robert. Is there a 10 Robert out there, or am I seeing a mirage on the screen?
There's a 10 Robert on our screen, but he's not logged on. Do we have a 1710 Robert this morning?
1799, we have 1730 Roberts, and that's it for subject tonight.
799, thank you. And 1730 Robert, I just logged 10 Robert off, okay?
711 Robert, meet me over at Pulaski and Foster.
711 Robert, you got me?
I was happy.
That's clear. Five 5812.
5812, good morning.
Good morning. One on your box.
99.
5813.
1
103, good evening. I have one for you as well. Okay, go ahead.
Thanks, temporary Illinois GL, Robert 263-014-78174.
10-4.
Police show, it's been 11-1.
C5 boy, 10-4. At 2304 on the clock.
Robert 733.
733 Robert.
Previous 10-17, no simulcast available. On the corner of Francisco and Irving and Francisco is an assault in progress. Susan said, there's an argument going on outside, more than 2 male voices. They are talking about guns, one male voice yelling no. Someone mentioned a gun, cannot see from the balcony. I have no further. 17th District, someone.
10-4.
Falls just from the disc. We got 141 on the mile.
Can you log out 1733, please?
12 Robert, 1212 Robert. Units, watch your keys, have open cameras on.
41 Robert, 10-4.
1633 Robert.
Go ahead, 633.
We're going to head into 16 to inventory a few items.
10-4. 2305 if you need it.
1232 Robert. 1232 Robert, good morning. Going to start you with a disturbance over at the Blue Line Halstead, 430 South Halstead. This is male white wearing black hat, dressed in red and black on train 142, car number 2750, going southbound, refusing to exit. Good morning. 12 Robert, 1212 Robert. 33 Robert, confirm. Thanks for the backup.
1761 Charlie.
Update on that transport flight.
1701, do we have a late wagon this morning?
1772 Robert, chart wagon.
772 Robert.
Robert.
Can you pick up those two to go for 1761 Charlie, please?
1701.
701.
1232 to call the desk. 32 third watch.
1732. 732, you copy? Call the desk.
What? Which one? Is the one on Weston?
I know I should say something, but I kind of want to hear how this turns out. This person who was already told they've got a key that's open.
Don't move from here.
1901 West Division with loud music and talking on the 3rd floor, apartment 3, N is in Nora.
10-4 coming from the station. 12:15 Robert.
12:15 Robert.
Well, can you still explaining the day of taking with you?
12:15 Robert. I called the complainant. They're gone. Says that guy and another guy with a light color hard car jacket with a blue stripe and maroon on it. We're trying to open up the doors by the drive-thru.
Okay, so if you call him back and just ask him if they took a brown leather jacket, because that's all you had on.
Alright.
Third watch for info.
12:33 Robert. 1233 Robert. You know what? Disregard this. What to do?
What? Robert.
31 Robert.
Got to stop Garfield. Put it off to them,
No. Negative.
Another 3-stop, Madison, Springfield.
731 Robert.
1631 Robert. Gonna make this a warm call over here. Everything's okay with the parties involved. Thank you to all the units that showed up for backup.
10-4 and 1223 Robert would like to thank his assist.
North, East River Road. I'm gonna check to see if I can talk to the owner for the vehicle to see what's bad.
Okay. It's 2311. 2311.
But, it's a male black, around 4 years old, used to be having a mental breakdown. 932, please.
10-4, good morning.
Look at him rolling. Ten 14 Herbert, park at 14 Herbert.
1632 Robert. 1632 Robert.
632 Robert.
32, can you help me out on 33 speed? I got engine 94 on scene at 6127 West Dakin. They are requesting TPD, but they're not telling us why. And good morning.
Good morning.
1634 Robert.
Bye.
4405.
Any supervisor available that could come over here, Rich and Firewall? Or 20 or up, but I can come that way.
Okay. Are you out with Assisted Citizen with 2413 Robert? Is that correct? Driver.
That's
you.
420 Robert, Where am I going? I'm sorry again. I just got in my car and the computer's not logged on yet.
Farwell and Ridge. Farwell and Ridge. 13 Robert and 2405 are there.
Yeah, on the way.
42313 on the clock.
It's at Addison and Kilbourne and Addison. She got an off-duty PO involved. One of the parties is refusing to exchange information, and my supervisor has been over here 3 times. So if you can kindly assist this gentleman, Addison and Kilbourne. And it's not a 10-1. No one is injured. The other party is just refusing to exchange information.
No. We just got some info for the police on the alarm on Damon. There's going to be a key holder on the way. So I'll just dupe it to you.
931 Robert.
31 Robert.
Check for a PD only accident, 5151 South Campbell. Look for Sue. She's 2 cars and the other driver was refusing to exchange information.
1743 Robert.
You'll put us down with 33. Is there any description on this argument outside of the teammate?
Negative. All she gave us was 2 male voices. So they are talking about guns. One male voice yelling no. Someone mentioned a gun and she could not see from the balcony.
A suspicious vehicle. It's a disabled car. Been here.
For.
Robert.
2472 Robert.
Can we get the event number for the body camera, please?
Event number is 11078. 11078.
For an short taken 1 to the area.
10-4. The time is 2316.
Floor.
741 Robert.
41 Robert.
Spalding and Lawrence for 730.
10-4.
Morgan. 5044 Morgan.
2422 Robert.
Can you hold us down with 2405? Can you give me an event number on the stuff?
Yeah, the event number is going to be 15375. 15375.
465 boy.
2465 boy.
So party going to area north. We'll continue this.
Okay, you cut out at the very beginning. You're all going to area north, is that correct?
That's up for.
Okay.
Hey, Robert.
That's what I was doing. Was in contact with anybody here? That's the first 2 went all over to the area from that job on Devon. And then when they're done with that, they're going to go to Masonic to pick up the other offender from earlier today's incident and then bring him back to the area also.
Okay. Yeah, we have them going to the area right now with the first one.
Thank you.
$2412 Robert.
We're about 5 miles from empty. We're going to go get gas from Sunny Times District.
Timber.
Robert.
34 morning. Got a crash on the beat. PD only. Addison and Laramie. Laramie and Addison. Had a couple of calls on it. 2 cars. One that's not drivable.
99.
634 Robert, you know you man all night?
99.
10-4, thank you.
1902-615-433. Bravo units 25 in the citywide. Getting one round for shot spotter at 1506 North Mason. 1506 North Mason in the front, nothing further. 25th District on 12.
Units 16 got a reckless driver, Belmont and Cumberland in Belmont. Caller says driving a black Audi, plate of Adam Lincoln 95312 is swerving in and out of lanes. Think she may be intoxicated. Driver last seen northbound on Cumberland.
3 Robert.
Could you put us down for a traffic stop at Sheridan at Fargo?
Sheridan, Fargo, Timber. Seven Adam.
Roll with 67 Adam.
67 Adam, sorry.
My partner informed me that the little pointy thing points to the red thing.
Okay. Here at the house right now. Can see the flashlights in the basement. They're roaming around the house. The gray Pontiac sitting on the side of the house and a car in front of the house. That's cars all night.
Robert, 1123 Robert.
Robert.
It's coming over as a residential panic alarm, 419 North St. Louis, 419 North St. Louis, the Adams residence. No further information from the alarm company, 11th District.
Noise complaint on the beat, 3548 Lawrence, 3548 West Lawrence. Restaurant music is too loud.
Robert, good morning.
Good morning. Could you please sign out 912? Doing well, we copy. 912.
One David.
1261 David.
What is the wagon available? Help us out and take our person to the hospital. Check down. Right here.
1272 Robert, 10-4, thanks. 1424 Robert, 1424 Robert.
It's Kimball and Eastwood.
Kimball, Eastwood, 10-4.
1424 Robert, 1424 Robert. You said that's a Don car? Okay, thanks. 423 Robert, then 1423 Robert. 23 Robert, good morning. Need you to start heading on a DUI driver. 1537 Milwaukee. 1537 North Milwaukee by Insomnia. Akira says, driving while intoxicated, there's 2 male whites and a 20-year-old in a black Jeep Rubicon, plate of Queen 112657. They threatened to pull a gun on the complainant. One of the offenders asked the other offender for his gun to shoot the complainant, but no gun was seen. Offender attempted to take the complainant's bike. They drove off northwest towards Damon and North and says they were intoxicated, nothing further.
Is it DUI and the man with the gun call?
Correct, but no gun was seen. Just threatened.
The plate comes back on a black 2016 Jeep wagon belonging to Edwin Models, 4935 northbound Francisco.
1223, Robert.
1223, Robert.
Show the back of 32, please.
Tesla.
1272, clear.
Tesla.
Okay, and go with your name and your star.
Name is Abu Adam Boy Union Edward Ida David, star number 7792.
Sorry, did you say 7792?
Robert, 1800 South on Racine, El Regrid Bar. Inside the bar, there's an intoxicated male Hispanic, about 40 to 45 years of age, wearing a green flag shirt, harassing people, talking nasty to women. He's going to start the fight soon. Nothing further. 1800 South on Racine.
Loading at this time.
Negative.
All right, any special instructions for the detective?
1162, Adam.
1162, Adam.
Okay, I'm going to give you a removal request time of 23-26 hours.
Go in Madison, 10-4.
Train.
2006 train.
I got traffic stop at 5810 North Ridge. They could be a veteran here on the way.
15880.
Perez, she threatened by the neighbor. I had no further.
Yeah, go ahead, try it now.
3 Robert.
31 Robert.
Traffic stop 46 Winchester, yes, sir.
10-4.
I'll see what we can get out of that. Stand by.
Robert.
412 Robert.
Aloha. My computer's not working for some reason. We're going to need some gas and,
Aloha, should I go on North Branch? Hey, take one.
Robert, traffic stop Broadway and Lawrence, we're fine.
Broadway and Lawrence, Simper.
2022 Robert.
2022 Robert.
Fuel, sunny side.
10-4.
Check for that time. Go ahead.
Charlie, 9121-494-79-11932.
10-4.
3 Robert, 19 Palmer traffic stop.
2023 Robert, 10-4. Parker, 4233 Springfield.
23 Robert.
1223 Robert.
May I have the event number? The red line, up and low.
The one Robert.
21 Robert.
Burglar alarm, 3500 North Point, basement, hall. 761 boy.
Traffic stop, South Plain and Kimber.
10 boy.
10-14 Robert. Mark cut 14 Robert. Do we have a 10-14 Robert tonight? Robert, 14 Robert, got time on the front or something? Stop and answering pages.
Side, full house of paperwork.
Alright, holding him in the station on paper. About 10-12 Robert. So Robert, this is over to Times, coming over as a burglar report, 3860 Ogden, 3860 West Ogden, Israel's indicating there is a burglary and damage to property at his location.
Can you go to a burglar alarm? We've already been there. The car's on something else right now, but it's a burglar alarm, 4944 Demon. Caller said their alarm is going off. They're home now. They're requesting an escort inside the house.
10-4, can you log off 2024 so we can log in?
Okay, should be able to do it now. 2023 Robert.
2023 Robert, come.
I'm going to be to check the well-being, 1055 Catalpa, number 206. The caller said a disturbance with the daughter's boyfriend in apartment 306. He is abusing the caller's 46-year-old son. 1055 Catalpa.
10-4.
1132 Robert, 1132 Robert.
Robert, just give us a second. We're logging on. We're at the pumps right now. Wherever you got, shove it about.
1713 Robert.
1713. There's a mission on the beat. 4818 North Spalding on the 1. 4818 North Spalding on the 1. It says ring bell or knock on the door. Michael Socali wants to report his 26-year-old son missing. Last seen 1,300 hours today. The son is bipolar and schizophrenic. He's on meds, but only took one of them. 10-4.
Alright, 10-4, you try now.
2 Robert.
7-2
622 Robert.
Hey, Squad, can you show us as the paper car over here on Addison and Kimball, please?
10-4. And I had another unit coming in?
1634 Robert.
Go ahead, 634.
Yeah, show me going back to 16 to finish this traffic crash report.
10-4.
68130-968 on event number 15191, 15191.
3025 Greenview Apartment, John. Coming from the townhouse, people yelling. It's a gate to the courtyard. You can just walk in, they said.
Alright, Vampire and Pulaski, 1162 out of 10-4.
204-2680.
In your box.
Squad.
Robert, I'm clear from that job. Whoever's job it is will give you a code momentarily.
2420 Robert, 10-4.
Frank.
2006 Frank.
1906 Ultimate.
2006 Frank, 10-4, and thanks for the assist, Rich.
E-plates that are not coming back on PVC, can you try running them on your end?
We can. Go with what you got.
15224, then vertically is Lincoln Eddy. Got an emblem of police and more.
One of the CT employees came back out and told us that there was somebody punching a train. So we're going down there to check out what's going on the platform.
I'll sit over on the line 10-4.
1232 Robert. We're right over there, so.
Okay, 10-4.
But okay.
2405 for watch.
2405, is that you?
Yes, squad. One Frank, and huge thanks to the unit that came to assist me.
Right, 2405, 10-4, and thanks for the units that assisted on that. Assist citizen.
2499, third watch.
2499, third watch.
We'll be going into area north.
Area north, okay. Are you good over there?
10-4, thanks. 2422 Robert.
2422 Robert.
We need air in our tires. Can you tell us going to Tweed Western?
Tweed and Western, okay.
.11 Robert, 1411 Robert.
1411 Robert.
411 Robert, disturbance, 2900 North Albany. 2900 North Albany. 3 males outside running around playing with snow blowers.
Reassignment to domestic 2327 Whipple, 2327 South Whipple, Angie Diaz in the basement with a male friend who's been drinking and doing cocaine, threatening to call gang members on the complainant.
4. Adam?
62 Adam.
Hey, squad, you got anybody that could bring us a curfew? Pulaski and WN.
Anybody close to Van Buren and Pulaski with a curfew for 1162, Adam?
Not coming up for us. It's usually a dash, Lincoln Eddie, and then the type is CC.
Anybody close to Van Buren and Pulaski with a curfew for 1162, Adam?
Well, we can pick one up at the station.
Alright, 1114, Robert, thanks.
5, David.
961, Adam.
Give us a stop at 213 West Side 24th Place, Worth 9.
Alright, 6733 Frank, go.
Transport, we're on Madison Street for 3120 West Madison Street. We're on the sidewalk.
Change car close to 3120 Madison, 3120 Madison.
4 Robert. 34 Robert, right here.
1134 Robert, 10-4.
Alright, 10-1 Robert on your deal. Robert, go ahead. That one's coming back suspended to a Calvin Griffin Jr., 1444 West 71st Street in Chicago. He's got a suspended license. Let's see what else he's got here. Otherwise, he's coming back clear. Thank you.
So we have a final 5, DOA, M6,
Available Sergeant 16.
And we're going to close this out. We're going to make this a 1 play.
10-4.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
1024 Robert.
1624 Robert.
Narragansett and Byron.
Do a check the well-being at Diversity in California. Diversity in California, it says there's a person laying on the ground covered up. Callers concerned for their safety.
761 boy.
1761 boy.
Traffic stop 4536 North Chesney.
4536 Kenzie, 10-4.
That's going to give you John Charlie 130974. John Charlie 130974 on event 15034.
So 32 Robert.
32 Robert.
32 Robert. We have negative results on towing around on 18th and 18th, all the way down to Allport. What we're going to do is we're going to on the premise check over on Allport 18th. I know. Making sure they call.
Okay, premise check, and what's the address?
On Allport.
Okay.
913 Robert.
And for the units in 18 unknown citywide, getting a battery in progress at 125 West Ohio, 125 West Ohio, apartment 427 on the 4th floor. Marissa from the front desk is calling about the guest who needs to be removed, and there's a fight. There's no weapons. There's nothing further. District 18, Zone 4 station clear.
Mark at 22 Robert, go.
We showed up, the door was wide open, there's no one here. You got a call back? 22 Robert.
722.
Show us heading in with the TVB, please.
It's 2343 if you need it. 2343. You're welcome.
1231 Robert.
1231 Robert.
1231 Robert, you're still assisting that citizen at Roosevelt International?
What?
Robert.
Unit coming in?
22 Robert.
1222 Robert.
Taylor National.
10 4.
1230 Robert.
1230 Robert.
Yes, you had 1235 Robert. You had 18th and Wilson, please.
18th and Union, 1235 Robert. 1295 Robert, 1295 Robert.
1295 Robert.
1295 Robert, auto accident, 134 North Hoyne. 134 North Hoyne, Terry Scott, the complainant, says car was hit while parked, hit and run.
Stanford.
1112 Robert, Fillmore 12 Robert.
3210 Robert.
Leave that number for the Skyway, please.
Robert.
1232 Robert, good morning. If you can take a battery report over at Rush, ER room number 29, name of Eduardo Pinto Lopez, 36-year-old male, supposedly happened at Cermak and Whipple.
Mark at 14 Robert.
Could give us 12 Robert's job. We'll take it on our beat. Can we get a call back? We're here. We don't see anyone.
Stand by.
381 out. Robert, if you could do a check the well-being. I'm going to take you to Milwaukee and Central Park. Milwaukee and Central Park. Ashley, 27 years old, states, says that she sounds very intoxicated, says she wants a ride home, told her to call an Uber, and then she says she's stranded and needs help, refusing to answer any other questions.
Southwest 1, good morning.
Good morning. Eco Relief 2432 behind the Dunkin' Donuts, 2134 West Devon, on some traffic control until they're finished there.
4. X.
2400X.
Is there relief for the crime scene out on Kedzie?
I do have some two night terrors there. Is that what you're asking? The 2411 Roberts there, 2410 Roberts there.
You were just giving relief behind the bond, but that's for the car in the alley behind the Dunkin' Donuts?
Yes.
Alright, that 2100 address is going to be the wrong address. It's Devon and Kedzie Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. 2413 Robert, it's Devon and Kedzie behind the Dunkin' Donuts, okay?
You got it, thank you.
The reckless driver, eastbound Cornelia Halstead, four-door, white car, boy 9742, backing up to a car while driving, revving the engine, driving reckless.
2472, Robert.
We tried the juvie off at the area. We're headed to Masonic to pick up the other offenders.
Okay.
45 Robert, hit 93 Robert, disregard, work closer to needed.
Who's that going to take it for 93?
45 Robert.
All right. 93 Robert, disregard.
3 Robert, I copy, thanks, Mike. 3 North Damon.
4953 Damon, Temper. I'm calling about a 32-year-old female that's inebriated, unsure what she took. She keeps going in and out of consciousness. Fires her out.
Four five. May I call this? Clear.
10-4.
1295 Robert, you have a second victim from that auto accident hit and run at 132 North Hoyne, Kenneth Love on the second floor. This one, he says it was a black sedan that struck two parked cars, and his was the white vehicle, struck his white vehicle.
Oh, that's exciting. All right, this one.
We're in the store and they want them dispersed. If the unit's over there free, can you guys go over there and disperse them out of the store? They don't want what's out of them.
Robert for the message.
So far, Sir Robert's riding on this disturbance with the college party. They don't want what's out of it.
45 Robert, we'll stop by there first.
All right.
Thank you, Nicole. We'll stop by there too. David gone.
Father complaints supposed to be out on the porch. I got no further.
10-4. 21 Robert, can you throw that in all box?
2-1 Robert, 10-4.
65 Adam.
2465 Adam.
You have a transport?
Yeah, we'll make you a ticket. It's going to be a bit. 2410 Robert, a question?
25 North Hamlin, 525 North Hamlin. Making a lot of noise, and so there's too much traffic. Pretty anonymous, I got no further.
800 West Halsted. What's that?
5 Robert. No, not getting much further info at this time with details to follow.
2410 Robert, I couldn't copy if you were trying to come in. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think something wrong with your radio. Maybe you can use somebody else's radio?
11, 14 Robert, Gilmore, 14 Robert. Yes, I got a battery disregard, fires en route to 4146 Wilcox, 4146 Wilcox, first floor for a 67-year-old male, struck with a bat, so the offender's not on the scene.
Ellen Jeffrey.
Work 19 boy.
10-4.
023 Robert.
2023 Robert.
Speak to say on 19 Adam.
That's fine.
2422 Robert.
2422 Robert.
We're clear.
Alright, thanks.
On our ticket, George 569885. We're going to 10 with 1.
Playing clear for the next call.
10 for. Well, Q4 2422, Robert.
33's job.
Yeah, can you go to this crime scene, 6423 Kedzie, and relieve one of the units, the afternoon units there, please?
Force Lodge, do you know what they're looking for?
I believe it's Kedzie and, Kedzie and Archer.
Barnaway.
One for Jackson in the rear, and one for Jackson.
Check on permit parkers, 2032 Crystal. 2032 West Crystal. Manual the complainant. Says there's a silver Toyota SUV, a red Dodge truck, and 2 to 3 other cars without permit parking, zone 154.
That's perfect. Working.
Clear from gas. If you want to get 22 Robert disregard, we could relieve that unit on RB.
Alright, 2422 Robert.
22 Robert?
You can take a disregard, 2412 Robert, says I'll go over there.
Pulling over to Clicks, Marquette 12 Robert.
Assisting at the Circle K801 with Addison.
4144 West 25th Street, Jose Rivera, given apartment 2F is in Franklin. So there's a guy in front of his house throwing bottles at the building, wearing a black jacket with the red and white stripes, brown hat with a gray hoodie, dark gray jogging pants. So there's 2 others out there, but I got no further information.
Robert, Marquette 11 Adam.
Guys are all talking over each other. 10-11 Adam, go ahead.
Not the message battery on Fairfield.
Okay, you're on Fairfield. Who else was trying to get in?
14 Robert, so it's 12 Robert shot.
Alright, 14 Robert, 10-4. 1031 Robert, 1031 Robert.
Gonna call and find out where they're at.
10-4.
That's 2-1 place. Boyce in apartment 2, the daughter was trying to take her kids. I'm getting no further.
Okay, 23 Robert.
Form drivers, of course you cleared, and then something has happened at Form Prostate. It's a DUI driver, Cumberland and Addison. This is per net. The other driver is intoxicated and her vehicle is in a ditch.
That's Cumberland and Addison?
Right. It's coming over as Cumberland and Addison. I'm not quite sure if this is related to that auto accident I gave you. It's 2 blocks over. Just advise me, please.
That's what was it?
Seven 6-1 P Charlie.
Traffic stop on Kimball and Addison. We're good.
Went inside their home.
Right now, what's going on?
I got a request for police supervisor, Kedzie and Devon. A guy named Yenger said he's been outside his home for the last 2 hours. It's very cold and he's in danger. Say the officers are not letting him in. He wants to speak to a sergeant. He's waiting in front of Domino's Pizza.
Good, Robert. I'll walk you to the alley. I think I can.
10-4.
61 Charlie.
61 Charlie.
Yeah, one more car to our traffic stop, no emergency.
Sure, go ahead, one more car to 40 in Maplewood for 61 Charlie. I know you guys are walking on each other.
25 Robert.
25, 10-4.
My partner was tied up with something. Give me a sec.
Need 304 Adam, try to get in your radio, say to that.
Charlie, I'm citywide 2.
2465 Charlie.
Squad, can I order up an ET?
To what location?
Area North, 2452 West Belmont.
And what do you need the ETs for?
Knees and legs.
Robert.
2450 Robert.
Unit disturbance 6236 North Bell, 6236 North Bell, apartment 2 Eddie. Carrie says disturbance of neighbors in apartment 2 Eddie making noise, nothing further.
130907.
Okay, I'm sorry, and what was?
Charles Squad.
John Charlie 130 what?
John Charles 130907.
Okay, and what's the UCR on that one? Thank you. 1624 Robert, citywide 2 is unavailable. Person with a gun. 4359 North Milwaukee. 4359 North Milwaukee. Once again, my simulcast was unavailable. This is over at the Hobson Barley Bar. Gaston is calling in unknown description. I'm sorry, what job? How you slow down? 40 and Maple, but slow down. They're fine, they have a car with them. You know what? Okay, stand by. All units stand by unless you roll into that person with the gun. Who else is rolling? 2453 Robert, did you copy the job I gave you?
10-4 en route.
Okay, 10-4.
Being followed by 2 male blacks. Gave no description, but said she's wearing a brown waistcoat and blue jeans, brown boots and a cap. I got no further.
Monday, there is a plate of Sam Paul 477111. Number 1 is wearing some type of hat. Number 2, a ponytail with nothing further.
Job on Fairfield.
10-4.
My partner, she was coming back to the building from the corner.
Can I get an ID for 6050?
Give me 1 moment to give it to you. Let me keep my air clear for a moment. You can see the doorman for entry. Mike said his roommate is suicidal. He has a knife and keeps writing something in a notebook repeatedly. Caller did not feel safe. He left the apartment with the cat, but says roommate will probably open the door for the police. He's a male, black, 6'2", thin built, wearing all black. Advised caller that police could meet him in the lobby, but he declined. States he's in a remote area of the building, hiding. You can speak to the doorman. Nothing further.
Good morning, Amy. 10-4.
Good morning.
2012 Rebel, pick him up.
10. Number 5.
223.
10-4, thank you.
Robert.
27-year-old Robert.
Show us assisting on that person with a knife.
10-4. Okay, the disturbance at 2516 North on Willits Court. 2516 North on Willits Court. It's a law part in the 4th floor. Caller will look for the police to buzz you in.
10-4.
10-4. Your first one's going to be 00060, 00060.
Address that there was an accident here.
Okay, not a problem. Give me one moment. Get back on it, go ahead and pull your RD.
Oh, thank you.
Robert. 14 Robert, I'll gladly accept the code for the drag racers. Plenty of time on the Catherine and Chester, but if you can help me. Alright, assist me over on 31C. Just check on the DUI driver, Cumberland and Addison.
64 Robert.
1624 Robert, go ahead.
You can give it a slowdown for this.
Alright, 31, correction. 1624 Robert is making it official, giving me a slowdown. Reference the person with the gun, 4359 North Milwaukee, slow it down. 11 Robert.
711 Robert.
The commercial alarm, 3310 West Renmar. It's over at the Japanese restaurant. Tycho is calling in the front door alarm.
1111 Robert, go ahead.
5 Robert.
25 Robert.
35 Robert, hold those down with 85 Adams.
35 Robert with 85 Adams, so far. Alright, it's John Charles 130994. John Charles 130994. Your event this evening is 15910. 15910, ma'am.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Robert.
1112 Robert.
Go ahead with your info.
The bar thinks maybe someone with a beige hat on backwards, but they're not sure.
Okay, all we have is possible beige head backwards. Reference that person with the gun. And that was worn by a female, is that correct?
Male accompanying her.
Okay, 10-4, it is noted, and you also have the air.
31 Robert, our caller that misplaced indicating that she's outside. She's acknowledging that you're inside the building, but letting you know she's outside.
Paper, can you hold us down on the station attendant, please?
35 Robert, 10-4. Robert, where's your station assignment? Ma'am.
Please have an RD number for the 3745 North Cumberland. It's 99 Boy.
13048 South King Drive, 10-4. 33 Robert. 33 Robert.
933 Robert, unit 9, citywide, a battery in progress, Wells and Garfield, Garfield and Wells. Streets and Sanders calling it in. Told driver saw 40 to 50 youths fighting on the street, no further, 9th District, South 13.
Traffic stop earlier on the 900 block of Monticello. Can you read me the event number? One over there.
5833.
Can you send a 16th District car to meet me on Montclair?
10-4.
PO 110.
Okay, anybody close to 10 with a carpeting device to assist the PO?
Quite sure what happened with that event. Stand by. All right, you said that you wanted a 99 boy. Not even showing this RD number, but it is full. Stand by. Let me advise my supervisor.
10.1.
Yeah, give me one moment. This is odd.
It's going to be 14s or 11.
10.1.
Robert.
10-4. 31 Robert, it was cleared and that was the disposition, but let me give you a 99 boy once you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, it's John Charles, 130996. 130996. Your event is 16022. 16022.
10-4, thank you.
No problem. And who was next?
1622 Robert.
A5 Adam.
85 Adam, we're transporting 1 to 19 West. 1935 Robert is transporting 1 to 19 West.
664411.
Okay, give me 1 second. It's headed your way. It's 1613 Robert, 1613R.
Call 33 Robert, I got to check the well-being. 1703 West on 21st, please. Smith is the caller. Ayana Smith is the renter of this unit. She rented the room out on Airbnb. She stated she rented to 2 people, a Madeline, and there's about 20 people there now smoking pot, drinking, and getting into Madeline's rented room, and she's scared.
Robert.
Can you come in?
Robert, is there a call back? We can't get in.
14 Robert for you. There is a negative. They were supposed to be looking out for you so they could buzz you in. 11 Robert.
Right, yeah, this looks like it occurred on 14th side, if you could get a car over here.
Alright, 1422 Robert. 1411 Robert. I'm sorry, 1422 Robert. 1422 Robert. Division and Kedzie for the auto accident. And 11 Robert, what's going to be a good address?
Trained officer over to this location.
We have a CIT trained officer that go over to 5455 North Sheridan. 1713 Robert.
Can you notify our supervisor that we have a missing person, 26 years old, and he has he's bipolar and has schizophrenia. He's the first time missing.
All right, available Sergeant for 1713 Robert's notification, first time out.
1730 Robert, this is the one that's missing since 1300, right?
Affirmative, sir.
Alright, 10-4, notified.
No one, please.
Robert, you were calling?
That's right, just information. We had 2 white color light Jeeps that are flying down from Western. They're running all stop signs, but we're not pursuing them or what have you. We just keep an eye on them.
10-4. Okay, good, thank you. 2023 Robert, 2033 Robert's going to come help you out.
All right, 10-4. Roger, 18-4, Corbin 1805.
All right, you copy that, 2033 Robert?
That's all.
Negative.
What's wrong with it?
10-4. Got it.
I call a person again, 1300 sub-Keeler, 1300 sub-Keeler, anonymous caller, says 2 male blacks, 25 to 26 years of age, dark complected, wearing dark clothing with gray trim on his jackets, and skull caps are in the area. One of the two has a gun with no further 10th District, Stone Town.
Second RD number is John Charlie 131 000 131 000 on event 14081 14081.
Go ahead. Who else was riding on Keeler?
2453, Robert.
2452 Robert.
Yes, well, can we get a call back? The door's locked down here.
10-4.
1031, Robert.
56.
4756, go ahead.
Yes, well, tell me what a positive.
10-4.
5 and State Police also notified. Just info.